It's in my family. It's in my blood. For 100 years, we've been firing them up.
So we've got a 2008 GMC Envoy here. This is the same as the Chevy Trailblazer and a couple of other models as well. And if you've been trying to turn your AC up and the fan blower just doesn't work on certain speeds, this video is going to help you out with that. We're going to be replacing the blower motor resistor on this vehicle. We still have the blower speeds 1, 2, and 3, but 4 and 5 are just gone. So we're going to be replacing that. We're going to show you how to do it. It's a pretty easy job. You can do it. We'll also give you some tips and tricks as you go through it. And so let's get started on this project. And on this one, same problem we've had before. We get fan blower speed on 1, 2, and 3, but on 4 and 5, blower motor is dead. And well, not functioning. The blower motor is not actually dead, it's just not functioning because the resistor is bad. And we've replaced this once before about 4 years ago on this vehicle, doing the same thing again now. Last time it lost the speeds progressively, 5, 4, 3. This time it lost 4 and 5 pretty much at the same time, but I'm sure it's the same problem. We're gonna go ahead and fix that today. And here's our part. We got this one from AutoZone. They're available a lot of different places. It is the resistor for the AC blower motor that is causing this problem for you. And we'll go ahead and open this one up real quick, show you what it looks like. And so that is it right there. The resistor is here on the back. We got a plug built into it, and then also a plug in. And so we're gonna replace that, but that's the reason we only get a couple of speeds. I've actually replaced this once before on this vehicle, I don't know, 25,000 miles ago or so. So we're gonna replace that and we'll get our speeds back. No problem. This is an easy project for you. So over here on the passenger side floor of this 2008 GMC Envoy, which is the same as a Trailblazer, and some others as well. And we're gonna be removing this panel right here. And so we've got a couple of bolts we're gonna take out first. This is I actually really enjoy this. This is a gear wrench. It's some cheaper brand of sockets, but it's the full metric set. And I enjoy having that one with me just so I don't have to go back up to the shop a million times. And so we're going to remove these 2 bolts out of the front here to start out. And then once we got those out, we can just pull this down. Got a couple other sort of clips built into it, but that all comes down. So with each of these, they got these little pry clips underneath. You can pry in here with a screwdriver, and then you pull this clip up here, and then they'll slide off, which will not be nearly that easy because I already did it. Just to show you, I've got one more back here. Once you get those out of the way, then you can move this panel a little bit. And then this vehicle had satellite radio, so it's got another clip here. Press down on the end of it, pull that off. Anybody else hate plastic clips? I do. So you pull this one up and press in, and the whole thing will slide out. And then what we're going for is actually up underneath the dash here. Just has 2 bolts in it. Luckily, GM gave us access to this without having to take the whole dash apart. So we're gonna take those 2 bolts out and a couple wires out of it. Then we just swap it out, easy, and you will have your speeds back. All right, now we're gonna come up underneath here, and those little tiny bolts are 7/32. 7/32. So we're gonna remove those. Kind of twist yourself up underneath. All right, so there's 2 of these. We're on the second one now. These little bolts were up underneath the dash, and that's gonna remove it. And there we go. That's what we're looking for right there. So it was tucked up under here. We took out the 2 bolts. Now we just got to get these wires off. We'll swap it out, throw it back in the hole, and we'll have our speeds back. All right, now we got to unplug 2 plugs. The first one here actually plugs into the resistor. It's got this little safety keeper on the back here. You're going to pull that up, and then you're going to wiggle this thing out. These do get pretty stuck. You don't want to just pull on the wires, or you're going to end up pulling all the wires out. So you try to grab on them. You can see the back side of the plug has a lot more to hold on to than this side over here. So we're going to try to grab in on this side and pull this one out. And it's going to come out like that. And then we got to get the other one. The other one plugs up into the blower motor itself. And to access that, instead of just laying under the dash and trying to do it, the easier way to do it is to open up your glove box. You've got a couple of finger depression spots, one on each side here. And GM made this pretty nice where the entire glove box will come down. So we can see the blower motor. So if you've ever got to replace the blower motor, I already did it in this vehicle a while back. You got it right there. The plug we're going after is on this side over here. And to take this one out, you're gonna actually, there's a little clip underneath it here. And so you're gonna have to go up underneath with your screwdriver and release that clip to get this one off. There you can see what you're up against. That's the clip you're gonna be trying to release from the bottom. You might wanna use a little hook or a little screwdriver. So we got that one unplugged there. And then it does have a strap, I believe, up underneath. So we're gonna go ahead and sort all these wires out, pull that out, and then begin to put the new one back in place. All right, so those wires were run up under one of the little plastic clips up in there. So we got those pulled out. This is our old one. I replaced this one probably, I don't know, 4 years ago or something like that. So you may want to consider getting one from a local parts house that has a lifetime warranty. I'm actually replacing this one again today, which is a bummer, but I'm replacing it for free because this one was still under warranty. So this is the resistor right there, and we're going to go ahead and go put the new one back in. It's kind of steps in reverse. You see right there is the hole we're going for. All right, we got the new one sitting back in there. Now we just got to put these bolts in, 2 bolts, and I get those tightened down. And then I've still got to hook up this blower wire. All right, so we've got it back up here in place. Now we just got to go back through the same steps to put everything back where it goes, put the lower panel back on, and we will see if it works. And with all that installed, we just got to put this panel back on. So we're going to put the clips back on. We ended up taking some of them off of the actual mounts themselves, but you can also pry those off if that works out better for you there. And I got all our clips back on here. And now we're just ready to put this panel back up and test it. So now we're just getting this panel back in place. And we'll have a couple screws to put in it and be good to go. 7mm, I think. All right. Let's go through the speeds here. You can hear that, but that's 4. That's 5. So we were missing blower speeds 4 and 5 before. We now have all of our blower speeds back. When you lose certain speeds like that on these GMC Envoys and Chevy Trailblazers and the Buick as well, a lot of times it is the resistor. 4 and 5. There's the high speed one that these owners have been missing. They're going to be happy to have that one back. Frost here, let's kick it. There we go, feeling good. Ice cold again. Yes. Air coming out on this sultry night. As you can see, it is 98 in the dark. While I'm working on this, it is hot. So they're gonna be really happy. They have all the speeds back on this one, so. Well, hopefully that answered all your questions, and that'll get you ready to go to take care of this project and get your AC kicking again. Thanks for being here. If you found this video helpful, we'd love for you to leave a comment and like, and also subscribe. That helps our channel grow. Thanks for being here. Keep firing them up.